Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Kyle Gibson gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, coming on Kyle Gibson to pitch. 4-pitch mix. Not an overpowering guy, more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy. Fastball 89 to 93, curveball, changeup, and slider. He's a guy you'll know if he's on early, he's going to induce a lot of ground balls. If he's getting pop-ups and fly balls, that's dangerous. He's not a power-type pitcher.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. To first. Morrison's there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion, Edwing as they call him. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Kepler's on his horse. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in now, Jose Ramirez. And he comes in following a year in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger for third baseman. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is lined hard to deep left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Edwin Encarnacion now as he lines it out to center. And that's in there, base hit. And the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Line towards center field. Kepler will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Indians 1 and the Twins 0. Mike Clevenger gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Mike Clevenger, big, tall, skinny guy, 6'4", about 215 pounds. 3-pitch mix, not overpowering, good slider that's anywhere from 86 to 88 miles an hour. His fastball in the low to mid 90s, needs the changeup, not a strikeout type pitcher. If Clevenger is on, you'll see a lot of ground balls early on.
Now at the plate, Joe Mauer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Brantley. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Clevenger has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. The 1-1 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Hit down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So some success with 2 out keeps the inning alive for Miguel Sano.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, whoop, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Here's Miguel Sano as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Indians 1 and the Twins nothing. Here's Michael Brantley. Career against Kyle Gibson. He's gone 5 for 13. He's taken him deep once.
Michael Brantley.
Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. This is flared out towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And manning second base today is a guy with one of the quickest hands in the game. That's the name of the game over at second base. It's not about range. It's not about arm strength. It's about turning every double play for your pitching staff, making the routine play and making sure every 2 is turned.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. Forsythe is there. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 8, center fielder.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Gibson looks in. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Here's Melky Cabrera, and there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. Throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end. Coming to the plate now, Logan Morrison, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Logan Morrison.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Stepping into the box, Robbie Grossman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Count remains 2-2. Line towards center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Catcher, Garver.
So digging in now, Mitch Garver, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1. Downtown Minneapolis skyscrapers as we continue our coverage on MLB Network. Now batting, Melky Cabrera. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Melky Cabrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And he takes this one high. 1-1.
1-1.
The bouncer up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Second baseman number 22, Jason Kipnis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power-hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. A bouncer to the left side, a dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
That's a strike to throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And he lays off there, 1-0. Ball 2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Batting ninth.
At the plate, Logan Forsythe. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
So here's Joe Mauer as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Down go the Twins in order. They still trail 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Ramirez, as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch on its way. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. And there's a base hit on the line. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Next will be the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 0-1. He's running again. Drives it out to deep right center field. Kepler racing back. Gone! So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion, and the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run, and that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
First baseman number
In now, Yonder Alonso.
Yonder Alonso.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Missed with a breaking ball.
1-1.
3 runs, 6 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in now, Michael Brantley, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Sano shading to his right. He's got it one away. Into the box, Yan Gomes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Way in front of that fastball. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Polanco has a play. 2 down. Striding in for the Indians, Tyler Naquin. He reached on a single in his first try. Gibson comes set. Here's the first pitch. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. Digging in to try it again, Max Kepler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. First offering on its way. Way out in front.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Rosario behind with an 0-2 count. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Here's Miguel Sano. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Melky Cabrera. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Right fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So here's Francisco Lindor now. No hits to this point.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
And as we take another look at that one on Show Track, the story behind that home run was speed, and the speed with which it was launched off the bat. Didn't have a ton of height on it, but 113 miles an hour, an impressive exit velocity.
So the base is empty here with one away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Grounded up the first baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
And this is fouled at the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Kipnis is on his way home, and a relay to the plate, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs. For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Hit hard to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson. Number 68 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's Yonder Alonso.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
Kepler is there. Let's see if they test it. And boy, I thought they might have had a shot at scoring him there, but they put up the stop sign with 2 away now. Here's Michael Brantley, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
He swings and grounds it to short.
That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as it's grounded sharply to first. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, right fielder, Melky Cabrera.
At the plate, Melky Cabrera 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Lifted the other way to left center. Kepler's on the move. And the inning is over. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Indians on top 8-0. Up next for Minnesota, Logan Morrison. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. No balls and 1 strike. Nope. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. One and 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away. The next twin up, Mitch Garver. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking his zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Digging in and looking for more, Jason Kipnis. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Line drive to left. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion,
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Up next for Cleveland.
So striding in, Yonder Alonso, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Into the box, Michael Brantley. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The 0-2 delivery. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Alonso at second with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. Forsythe's able to get there. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. So now at the plate, Jorge Polanco will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
1 and 2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Now at the plate, Logan Forsythe looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brantley is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding forward now is the DH, Joe Mauer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slow grounder to first. And he is called out at first on a close play as he just does get to the bag first, and the side is retired. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. Polanco fields it cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Striding in, Tyler Naquin. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Forsythe. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Melky Cabrera.
Melky Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lazy fly ball out to center field.
In comes Kepler.
And that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they... So striding forward now, Max Kepler. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
Max Kepler.
Rajay Davis is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Popped him up. There to take it is Alonso, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down go the Twins in order. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And ShowTrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he lines it out to center. Kepler is right there, 1 down.
Now batting,
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jose Ramirez. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center as they just continue to pour it on here. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
First baseman number 17.
Ready for another chance. Yonder Alonso. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Forsythe has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. They get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard.
Leading off with a quit.
Now here it comes.
Logan Morrison.
Dribbled to the right side, but it's foul, strike 1. Looking to send him packing again. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Ready with another 0-2. Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Brantley going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo home run for Logan Morrison, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Now batting, right fielder, Robbie Grossman.
Neil Ramirez is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 58, Neil Ramirez.
Here's Robbie Grossman as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Line towards center field. Davis patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. Into the box now, Mitch Garver. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Davis is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-1 the count. Popped him up. And that's going to land foul. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Trevor Hildenberger comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Yan Gomes, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Here comes the first pitch. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Well, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
He's set. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. Kepler is there, and he has it for the first out. In now, Rajay Davis. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Ready with the 0-1. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Forsythe. On to Morrison, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. Digging in, Logan Forsythe, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Oliver Perez takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The look by Perez. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Forsythe leads off first with 1 away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
The 0-1 delivery. Missed with a slider. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
13-1 is the final lopsided score. The Tribe jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Clevenger gets the W on the mound. Kyle Gibson was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains of the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond Wright Field on 3rd Avenue.